so excited. All right, let's wait one more minute. And then we're going to talk about the Yvonne Farley collection. I'd love to hear what you guys want to get out of this. I know I'm going to show a whole bunch of yummy, yummy, yummy minis. So maybe you're here just to see the awesome miniatures. Maybe you want to learn a little bit more about Yvonne Farley. Maybe you are want to learn a little bit more about how to navigate an eBay sale, specifically my eBay sales. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad that the sound is working. All right, let me go ahead and start because I like to start these things pretty much on time. So let me go ahead and I just have a very short presentation about Miss Farley so that you guys know a little bit about her. And because I like to honor, when I do my miniature sales, especially estate sales, I like to honor the folks who spent time curating these collections and poured their hearts and soul into them. I like to honor the artists who contributed to the collection. So, I like to really talk and honor those the collectors when I do an estate sale. But if you're just new to me, just a little bit about me, I am an unapologetic miniaturist. I love miniatures. I've always loved miniatures, and I spend as much time as I can promoting them. But I do sell miniatures as, that's how I live. So I do sell miniatures. So I do love miniatures. So I love selling miniatures. So that's what I'm all about. And I mostly host estate sales and auctions of miniature collections from collectors around the country. So that's what I do. And I came upon this wonderful collection of Yvonne Laurent Farley from the West Coast. She spent a lot of her time in Los Angeles. She was born in the 20s, and she spent time in Los Angeles, and she learned calligraphy, and she was an artist. And when hand-printed pieces started sort of drying up in terms of an art calligraphy, she turned to miniatures to really just channel her creative efforts. She started collecting. She was taking classes. She was traveling extensively all across the country to go to miniature shows, to attend events, and really to acquire this really, really, really massive collection of miniatures. There are over 6,000 individual pieces in this sale. And they cover many, many categories, from fine art, miniature, furniture pieces, in all materials, all sizes, as well as quality manufactured or commercial miniatures like Best Pack, and a vintage Best Pack. And I love the classic vintage Best Pack pieces because I think that they were well made. They were better made back in the early 90s. They were better proportions. They were better made, just period. And I like them. But like I said, there are many categories of miniatures in her collection that are part of this estate sale, including toys. And also she liked to collect according to themes. So there are a bunch of different themed miniature lots that are available in this estate sale, like the gentleman's study or the gentleman's room, if you will. And not only will you find individual pieces sold in this sale, but you'll also find lots. And that's really what you're seeing here: individual pieces or entire lots. There are also some room boxes in this sale, including this little Tudor room box. But this is actually one of my favorite pieces. This is like a tiny little room box. It's a storefront, and it might be a storefront, maybe a house front, but then it's got one room and it's got a fireplace in the back. I love this piece. It's one of my favorites. There are also art dolls and small tiny dolls and, like I said, toys. But back to sort of the theme rooms, there's also the game room, which is kind of cool. The little dog is in there. So if you're looking for that little dog, it's in the game room lot. And I think this lot has over 50 pieces in it. There's also a circus themed lot, which is really, really fun. Includes a whole bunch of like lovely little puppets, marionettes, string puppets. I don't know. Say hello if you're just joining in the chat box. There's also several Southwest lots and Southwestern style miniatures included in this in this auction, both artisan and commercial pieces. So you'll see in this shot, there is an artisan rug on the bottom. You can see that, made by, oh God, I'm really not gonna think of his name. It's gone. It's in the description on the lot on eBay. But their Southwest is included in there. Plus super tiny, I call it super tiny, but this I think is 1/44th scale. There are a number of really super tiny lots and miniatures, individual miniatures included in the sale, which are really, really fun. And I yet to figure out what this is. I think it's a Southwest room. I don't know. I've spent a lot of time looking at this. I really can't tell what it is. People love Christmas, so there are a couple of Christmas themed lots in this auction. And just so you know, this auction is actually will be 4 different auctions starting and stopping over the next 2 weeks. Each auction will be 7 days long. 2 have already started. One will be ending tomorrow, and the next one will be ending next Thursday. So if you want to start shopping, there is a link right up there in the first comment or first chat message I put up. There is a link to go shop the sale, or if you want to see what's included in the sale, head over there. But the good thing is that each individual 7-day sale will have representation of all these different categories of miniatures. So for instance, you know, if you don't get your Southwest style themed lot in this auction that's happening now, or the next one that's ending on Thursday, there will be other lots, because this, like I said, there are 6,000 pieces. So there's a lot of miniatures in this auction, and there's a lot to shop. So, you know, I tried to balance it out so that each 7-day sale, and if you guys have any questions, please do ask right now in the chat box. So, you know, I tried to sort of really have a random yet pre-planned assortment of miniatures in each one of the 7-day auctions. So if you miss something now, you'll most likely see it again, because like I said, there's a lot of miniatures. There are also some very unique and interesting lots included in this sale. She loved miniature birds, and there are a number of artisan miniature birds, as well as a bird aviary, which is a separate room box included in this sale. There is a lot of food, miniatures. There's probably like, I want to say 10 or 12 lots of miniature foods across so many different categories of foods. Like this is like this is like a meat meal with a pig roast in the middle. But there are desserts, there are vegetables, there's crudité, and the kids are calling it, what are the kids calling this crudité these days? They're calling it charcuterie board. Anyway, I think that is a meat tray. Like I said, there is also super small and super tiny, 1/44th scale, 1/24th scale, vignettes, assortments, sets, and things like that. Flowers are big in this. Garden items, garden shed items, both artisan and again commercial. A lot of these pieces in this lot you see here, they're beautiful commercial pieces, well crafted, well made, good materials being used, whether they're resin or paper. But you know, I don't like plastic, so there's not a lot of plastic in this sale. The miniatures I super focus on are either artisan or commercially manufactured quality miniatures. And when I call out quality miniatures, I mean they're well made, they're using good materials, they're solid construction and things like that. More flowers included in there. There are a lot of artisan flowers for sure, and lots of garden miniatures. So, you know, if you're looking for, you know, to do either a garden or a conservatory, you know, this is kind of like a one-stop shopping opportunity for folks to sort of like, you know, get in on that. I also have several chandeliers, artisan chandeliers in this auction as well. You know, in good working condition, very good condition overall. Kid lots, children's, boys, girls rooms, toys, lot of that stuff. And then again, back to this idea of unique miniatures. This is an example of a lot of just cow-related miniatures. Look how awesome those are. So, you know, this is just for fun. I don't know. There might be someone out there who just has to have this for whatever reason. Maybe they're making a small room box or they're filling a milk jug. I don't know. This is also these kind of auctions and estate sales help to sort of, you know, spur the imagination, inspire, get folks thinking about what can I do next? What can I make next? What can I collect next? What can I put together next? Pottery is a big category in the miniatures world, and there's pottery, porcelain, both artisan, manufactured pieces, as well as there's a lot of Jane Graber too. I don't know if you guys know who Jane Graber. She's a very popular miniaturist. Her work is sought after. And so I'm happy to say that I have a number of Jane Graber pieces, not in these two sales coming up. Most likely next Sunday we'll start. That sale will have Jane Graber in it, or the following Thursday. But I hope you understand that concept of that there are 4 7-day sales hosted on eBay. This is metal, pewters, coppers, silvers, and I'm going to share live. We're going to go off of this presentation. I'm going to share live stuff in a second, but there are a number of metal related lots, including artisan copper in this auction. And then finally, which is exciting, there are a number of 100-piece multi-miniature piece lots, 100-piece lots. And that's sort of for the maniac who just has to have tons and tons of pieces. So there are a number of these just to sort of like make things fun. And I do like to, I always like to add fun, you know, to all of my auctions. And so, you know, you'll notice that the lots have fun pieces added to them just because they excite and they delight and they're exciting. So that is just an overview of the sale that's happening right now. Those pieces that I showed you are on sale right now. You can go and shop for them right now if you want. And welcome if you're just joining. I'm just taking folks through the auction that's happening now and Thursday, and then the following Sunday and Thursday. So 4 auctions starting and stopping. There's 7-day auctions, and they will be a well-rounded mix of all of the different categories and themes that Yvonne Farley collected when she was collecting miniatures. So that's exciting. Please let me know if you have any questions. I am open to hearing from you. Does anybody really want to hear about the eBay, you know, how to shop an eBay sale? Because I'm going to get to that in a second. But let me show you individual pieces now. Good luck me, because I set up another, what's it called? I set up another, my phone camera. I set that up so that I could show you the other goodies that are coming down the pike, or just live versions of the goodies that are coming down the pike. This first one I want to share is a Ralph Farley, I hope I'm saying his name, piano, which is all hardwood. I'm not sure if the keys are ivory, if they're real ivory. If they are, I don't think I can say that. This is a stunning piece. It is just beautiful. Please let me know in the comment section what you think. I'm not going to open it because I don't have enough room in this shot, but it is very, very detailed. I love the sculpted legs on the bottom here, and I love this sort of detail here. But my favorite piece is really the keys. The keys are just incredible. I don't know how he did it. I don't know. Maybe I will open it. God, I know what's going to happen. Everything is going to fall. But you know what's? I have to show you. I have to show you the inside. Look at that. Just look at the detail. The individual strings and the wonderful brass hinges here, which allows the top to open and close. You're not seeing it. Guys, are you seeing? Let's see, hold on. Spotlight for everyone. Let's see. How about now? I'm sorry you guys weren't seeing it. Are you seeing it now? I don't know. Yay! All right, so here's the inside if you missed it. Look at that. That is just crazy. And then the sculpted legs, and then the Ivory Keys. Ralph Farley was a prolific miniaturist. He made a lot of musical pieces, and I think a little bit hard to find. So that's the piano. That's the first sort of piece that I wanted to share. Let's go to something small. Let's share food. Food is kind of one of my favorite. Look at this. I don't know who made this, but look at this cheese wine plate. And I love the faux marble platter that it's on. It is just beautiful. The detail is crazy. What do you think about this one? All right, so that's actually in a lot of 3 different items, which I think this is included in. It's like a 3-piece set of fruits and vegetables, not fruits, maybe fruits and vegetables. I don't remember. It's so many. There's so many lots. That's why I need to sort of do more of these previews so I can get to know the product. But isn't that gorgeous? Again, I don't know who made it. I have to say, a majority of the pieces in this estate sale are not signed. They are artisan pieces. They're individual, one of a kind objects. But for some reason, I don't know what the reason is. I don't know. They're beautiful pieces. She just didn't. I don't know if she got in on the artist before they were signing it. I don't know that level of detail. But there are a lot. I don't know if a lot is the good word. Klinger. Do you guys know who William Klinger is? He made the most awesome colonial style chairs. Look at this chair. I mean, this is, well, thank God he signed it. William Klinger. There are a number of chairs like this, very period. This is a Williamsburg Windsor chair. Look at that. Isn't that just awesome? So there's that. I'm going to show you one more chair, which is probably one of my favorite pieces in the entire estate sale. Look at that. Just look at that. So that was made by Joan Ince in 1981. I will say there is a flaw, an imperfection in this piece, which you could see here. It's kind of a little, the fabric has been imperfected. I don't know what the word is. It looks rusty. I don't care. This is a beautiful piece. Look at the sculpture. Look at the sculpting on the legs and the sides and the foot. Just look at that detail. This is a beautiful piece. I would totally have this in my collection. Look at the piping around the side. It's a beautiful piece. Just everything, the proportions, the styling, the design, the workmanship. What do you guys think about that piece? I don't know. Let's see. All right, let's move on. Like I said, there's a number of pieces of pottery in this sale. This is an example of salt pottery or salt box pottery. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but what I love about this piece, and these are all, oh, this is signed. Hold on. It is signed, and I believe I have the name of the artist on the description in the lot. What I love about these pieces, and there's like, I don't know, 12 to 15 of them in this one lot. I love the mixture of materials that they use, this metal handle, and then the ceramic hand-painted pottery. Love it, love it, love it. You know, I want to call this the poor man's pottery because the pieces that are made by blanking out our name. She, you know, it's more affordable pottery that I think this lot has. It's got a glue stain and the front leg has been repaired. Oh, really? Are we talking about the chair? I didn't notice that. Are we talking about? It's not a. It's got a glue stain and the front leg has been repaired. I don't see that. Oh, good eye. I think you're talking about this. Maybe. Is this the chair you're talking about? Becky. You're right. Oh my God, that is so subtle. I see. The thing is that I'm going to talk about this in how to shop my eBay sale. You know, I do my best to write accurate descriptions, and sometimes I miss stuff. But that definitely hard to miss. I just wanted to share some more of the copper pieces. Again, a mixture of both copper, artisan made, and then this is a wooden handle. Kind of awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Don't know who made it. There are also a number of books. I'm not going to open this because it's been opened too many times, and it's kind of nice now. There are a number of readable, artisan, hand-bound. This actually has illustrations in it. I love the theme, obviously. It's Star Trek, and there are a number of really, really great books in this sale. This is one of the more whimsical pieces in the collection. It is a 1940s, or maybe 1940s. That's what I'm thinking it is. Telephone table, and this actually comes with a little telephone. Oh God, I hope it stays up. Tell me that's not the most awesome. Oops, damn. Knew that was gonna happen. Awesome, unique piece. Let me put this back. Hold on. All right, I'm not gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Oh, there's like a little hair on there. All right, hold on. I can't do this. I gotta pick this off. Okay. Wow. All right. So the telephone, I love that. Love the design of that telephone. Comes with this telephone table, which a friend of mine pointed this out to me. This is shaped like a telephone. The chair is shaped like a telephone. It's sort of like leather-esque. It's made by, I believe, Excucheron. Oh my God, I wish I knew how to pronounce his name. Excucheron. I think it's leather-like, which is lovely. And then this piece, it comes down, which is kind of cool. Love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is it's a very unique piece. I would call it rare. Because miniaturists tend to, they tend to make what they think is going to sell. And they do a lot of that. And that's what keeps them busy. So when you see an awesome piece like that, you really need to get it. So this is a John Hodgins, and I don't know if I'm saying that name right. John Hodgins. He passed away, unfortunately, earlier last year. And so, he was an amazing artist and craftsman and miniaturist. And this is one of his pieces. I'm excited to have it in this auction. Was made in 1996. This is a real marble top. This is a real metal piece. It is really just extraordinary. Look at the level of detail on this. It does have one imperfection, which I called out. I'm not quite sure if it's tarnish. I think it is. I don't know. I tried to clean it. I couldn't, but I think it's tarnish. But it is still an unbelievably gorgeous piece. Look at that. What do you guys think of that? I don't know. Tell me in the chat box. Also have a number of silver pieces, which are awesome. This is part of a lot of maybe, I think, 12 to 15 pieces. This is a teapot. Look at that. Does have, I should have brought my my tweezer, and I didn't. I love that. Pops off. Crazy. Pops back on. Think I can do that? No. Hold on. Yay. And there's that. And then there's this piece, which I love. This piece is signed, but I don't know who the maker is. There's a close-up of it that in one of the photographs online of this signature. I don't know who he is. And then finally, also in this set there are a couple of ladles that are just lovely, with lovely detailed, embellishments. Can you see that? Maybe it's easier that way. I don't know. So silver, popular category in the miniatures world. There's not a lot of silver in this estate sale, but there are a couple of lots in it. But there is a lot of porcelain, a lot of pottery, There are a lot of tradition. There's a lot of traditional pottery, but there's also some unique pieces, and I want to call out the unique pieces because I mean, I think if you're a serious collector, you need both. You need to have the traditional stuff, and you also need to have the more unique stuff. So this is one of the more unique pieces. This is part of a collection of many pieces, which includes the teacups, the saucers, and all that kind of stuff. But I just pulled out 3 of the main pieces. Yes, you can notice that there is an imperfection here. Again, this is still an awesome set. I love the blue. I love the blue and white. You don't always see those colors in miniature pottery, in miniature porcelains. And I don't know who the maker is. Linda, 1981. I don't know. I love to find names that I've never heard of, making beautiful, beautiful things. You know, these folks might have just dabbled in making miniatures. They're super talented, and then maybe they're artists and they moved on to something else, which is why I tell people all the time, you like something you see, even with established artists, you kind of have to get it, kids, because it might not be around again. What do you guys think of this blue? What do you think of this blue? I just want to show you the color. It's just lovely. Look at that. It's so beautiful. But like I said, there's an imperfection in this, but I don't care. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. Beautiful set. There are more pieces to it, including like tiny little egg cups. Oh, love it, love it, love it. All right, so I have a few more pieces I'm going to share, and then we're going to talk about the eBay, how to shop an eBay sale. So this piece, again, there's so many pieces that I think are extraordinary. This is probably one of them. This is all sculpted wood with a real marble top and real brass casters on the bottom. I don't know what you might call this. It's a you know, like a hall table. It's kind of big. So this is meant for a huge house, like a mansion style house. But again, look at the detail. Look at the carvings. They're just extraordinary. Extraordinary. There is a name on here. I didn't recognize it. Like I'll recognize a lot of these artists in this sale. They're either not signed or they're artists that I don't know. Can you guys see who that is? Don't know. But please tell me what you think about this piece. Please tell me that you're even there, guys. Make some noise. I can look at this piece for days. I'm just in awe. Okay, I'm gonna put that down. And one more thing, and then we'll go to the eBay piece. This is one of the more whimsical. Obsessed with the casters. Me too. I am obsessed. I'm obsessed with anything that has sort of the detail at that level. So casters, wheels that really turn, doors that really open. I don't know if you guys know who Eric Lansdowne is. He is an artist. He's now I believe he lives in Paris now, but he is from San Francisco. He and his mom used to make these awesome full-size cabinet houses that are hand painted and very whimsical. And this is a miniature version of one of those. I don't think it was made by him, but this was made by, I don't know who this is, J.A. But this is all, I mean, I did pull as many of the most, the pieces that I love. I love this. This is just waiting for someone to design and decorate it in 1/44th scale. I agree. This is it's just lovely. It just makes you want to cry a little bit. That's how beautiful it is. Is there anything you want to see again, guys? Is there something you want to see another, I don't know, before I close down that camera. Okay, because we're going to talk about eBay now. All right, let's see. Hold on. Oh, thank you. Carved table is by Hermina. Good. Thank you, Becky. Interesting. All right, hold on. I want to shut off this. I want to put this back on spotlight, and I want to close this, stop video, and then say hello. Oh no, where did I go? Where did I go? Start video. Ha, don't know what happened there. All right, and let me close this off too. I want to remove that spotlight because I want to be here. So we're going to talk a little bit about eBay. Is there anybody out there? Thank you for that information, Becky. Herminia Anslinger. Wow, that's good info. So in terms of shopping in eBay, how many of you have actually shopped one of my eBay sales? Don't know. I'm not going to talk about how to set up an account. You really need to do that by yourself. But I do want to give you some like heads up on shopping, especially something like this, which is such a big it's a big sale, and it's a lot of pieces, so it can be overwhelming. And so one advice I would give is definitely shop and plan out your purchases. At the end of the day, yes, we do shop on impulse, but at least, thank you, Mary. Hard to keep up with things, I know. So it can be very overwhelming, but definitely start at least with a plan. I want to shop for maybe this category, that category. Go in with a plan. The plan, plans are made to be changed, and you might be inspired to buy something else, but at least go in with a plan. This way you're not all over the place and you're not overwhelmed. Do your homework. That is another really important thing, not just for my sales, for other sales. This chair, I didn't even realize had another break in it. Do your homework. I put as many pictures as I can. You can put up to 24 pictures on any one lot in eBay. And I use high quality, my iPhone. So, I use a high quality camera. So I would recommend blowing up the picture. If you're really interested in a lot, blow up the picture. Look at every piece. Look at every detail. I might miss an imperfection or two. It happens. These are miniatures we're talking about. So do your homework, and just remember that everything is from an estate and it is pre-owned. So it is possible something might arrive not in the most perfect, clean state. So I make sure I always have a makeup brush. This is an e.l.f. brush, super cheap, but great, because it's just so lovely. You might have to do a little bit of cleaning when you get it into your house, but for the most part, everything I sell is in good to very good condition. I rarely use the excellent vernacular. Is that the right word? Because I don't want to overpromise. So I essentially call out good to very good, to excellent at times. When a piece is absolutely perfect, I will say it's excellent, but most pieces, even this, I call out as very good. There's nothing wrong with this. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. It might have a little dust on it. That's why I call it very good. So do your homework. Make sure you blow up images. Look really, really closely at things that you're looking to buy and bid on. And don't expect that everything's gonna be perfect when it arrives. It might need to be a little cleaned, especially like the metal and the silver and the copper. So it might need a little cleaning. I do as much as I can before I ship out, before I photograph, but it happens. It might arrive a little bit where you have to do a little bit of cleaning. Measurements are always approximations. So if you are, if you're buying a piece just because you love it, you don't have a plan for it, fine. But if you have a piece and you are looking to include it in a room box or a setting, and this piece has to fit, write me an email. I will take perfect dimensions for you. If you're really, really serious about using that in a specific scene and you're serious about buying, I'll include. But when I'll send you real actual to the 1/32nd scale, 1/32nd of an inch, if that's important to you. But for the most part, I do I will call out 3 inches by 2.5 inches by 2 inches, that kind of thing. I won't get to the 1/16th or the 1/32nd of an inch. One of the ways to really be competitive about bidding and buying on an eBay sale, and the reality is, I only sell really, really good stuff. I hate to say it. I sell very high quality miniatures. I sell artisan miniatures, full stop. So at the end of the day, there are multiple buyers and bidders that are going to be bidding on on any specific piece. So in order to be the most competitive, there are some of the things that you can do to bump yourself up, and increase your chances of being the highest bidder and winning the piece. One is look at the number of watchers. That will tell you how interested people are in that lot or that piece. And that will give you an idea of where you stand. Low number of watchers means maybe there aren't that many people interested in it. And obviously the number of bids that are already out on a specific item will also tell you how interesting that is to other people and how much of a chance you might have to get it. But at the end of the day, most of the serious bidding happens, I would say, the hour before a lot closes. So if you're interested in an item, go ahead and bid on it. Hope that you will win it. You can do that days before, within that 7-day period. But really, the real competitive buying and bidding happens probably an hour before a lot closes. So you need to be in front of your computer if you have a budget in mind and you want to win something. So be in front of the computer and bid. The good thing is my auctions, I have extended, each of my 4 auctions are extended throughout a 3-hour period. So not every lot will close exactly at the same time. So if you miss out on something, you can go to another item that you like, and hopefully win that. Does that all make sense? Does that help you? Guys, is this new learning, or is this just like all in my head? Maybe, I don't know. Tell me what you think. And then, just a couple of things about my sales in general. I do all the packaging and shipping myself. I try to handle these miniatures as little as possible, because as we know, with miniatures, the more you handle it, the more chances they have to break. And no matter how well made a miniature is, they're not meant to be held. And so they break. And so I don't like to handle them as any more than I need to. So I don't farm out the packing and the shipping. I do that myself, except for room boxes. I can't handle room boxes. They're too big. Buyers of room boxes need to arrange for a third-party shipper, which I'm happy to drive the room box over to the UPS store. I have one locally here. They're great. They're very activated. They're communicative. So I'll do that. But I can't pack and ship them. They do a good job, and they will do a good job. But most of the miniatures I pack and ship myself. Pat, I'm glad you're asking that question. I was going to get to that now. I definitely combine shipments, and I refund any difference back in the shipping costs. So I definitely do that within each 7-day auction. So if you buy 3 or 4 lots in the sale that's happening now, that's going to end tomorrow, I will combine those orders. If you buy in my Thursday sale, which ends this Thursday, again, I will pack and ship up those orders. My goal is, to get everything out the door 4 days within the end of each auction. And so, that's my goal. So, I definitely combine shipments. And then I think that might be it. Does anybody have any other questions? Definitely combine shipping. Thank you for loving my sales, Mary. That's awesome. Thank you, Becky, for all that great information. This is a really, really, I enjoyed putting this sale together so much. I enjoyed really getting a sense for Yvonne Farley and how she just was filled with joy collecting these miniatures and being involved in the miniatures world. And I am just really privileged to usher her miniatures into new happy homes where they will be adored and treasured as much as she adored them and treasured them. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you stopping in. If you're gonna shop the sale, thank you for shopping. I hope you have a lot of fun, because that's really what's important. Have fun with these sales and enjoy. And at the end of the day, I hope you all find the joy in miniatures. All right, guys. Thank you again. Have a great day. All right. Bye.